Costa Rica has this magical way of making family vacations feel effortless, blending rainforest adventures, wildlife encounters, and warm Pacific beaches into one unforgettable trip. For families who want a home base that handles the details while the memories pile up, the country has some truly world-class resorts. Over the next few minutes, this rundown will walk through 8 of the very best family resorts scattered across the coasts and jungles of this incredible little country. Each one brings something different to the table, from all-inclusive convenience to eco-luxury adventure, so there is something here for every kind of traveling family. Grab a cold drink, settle in, and let's take a tour through the properties that keep families coming back year after year. First up is the Westin Reserva Conchal, tucked along the pristine white sands of Playa Conchal on the northern Pacific coast. This all-inclusive resort is often the first name that comes up when families start researching Costa Rica, and for good reason. The vibe here is upscale but genuinely relaxed, with tropical hardwood accents, open-air lobbies, and pathways lined with tropical gardens that seem to be alive with monkeys and iguanas. It sits inside a massive gated community that includes a golf course, nature trails, and a beach club, which gives families a sense of space you rarely find at all-inclusive properties. Kids can wander the grounds and adults never feel boxed in. Rooms are spread across low-rise buildings and range from spacious deluxe suites to family-friendly layouts with room for parents and kids alike. Many rooms come with private balconies overlooking the gardens, and the beds are famously comfortable thanks to the Westin Heavenly Bedding program that parents rave about after long days in the sun. Dining is a big highlight, with several restaurants serving everything from fresh seafood to Italian classics and family-friendly buffets loaded with kid-approved options. The main free-form pool is enormous, with shallow sections perfect for toddlers, and the beach club puts guests just steps from the shore. Between paddleboarding, snorkeling, and the excellent kids club with supervised activities, there is genuinely never a dull moment. What really sets this place apart is the balance between polished service and adventure. The staff can arrange excursions to nearby Rincon de la Vieja volcano, zipline tour through the jungle canopy, or catamaran cruises at sunset. There is a full-service spa for parents craving quiet time, a fitness center with ocean views, and even a teen program so older kids do not get bored while younger siblings play. For families wanting the security and simplicity of all-inclusive dining plus the freedom to explore, this resort continues to set the standard. Moving down the coast, the next standout is the Four Seasons Resort at Peninsula Papagayo, which is arguably the most famous luxury resort in the country. Set on a dramatic private peninsula with 2 beaches, one facing sunrise and the other facing sunset, this property has been drawing celebrities and multi-generational families for years. The architecture, designed by a well-known Costa Rican architect, feels organic and almost creature-like, with curved rooflines that echo the shape of butterflies and armadillos. From the moment guests arrive, the sense of place is powerful, with howler monkeys often making their presence known from the treetops around the lobby. Accommodations range from beautifully appointed rooms to expansive villas with private plunge pools that work perfectly for larger families or groups traveling together. Interiors mix warm woods, soft neutrals, and floor-to-ceiling windows that pull the rainforest right into the room. Dining is an experience in itself, with multiple restaurants ranging from beachfront seafood to elevated Costa Rican cuisine, plus in-villa dining for parents who want to enjoy a quiet meal after the little ones fall asleep. The kids club here is legendary, with treehouse-style facilities, nature walks, cooking classes, and cultural crafts that keep children entertained for hours. Beyond the beaches and pools, the resort offers an Arnold Palmer-designed golf course, a full tennis and pickleball program, and an award-winning spa built into the hillside. Guides lead guests on excursions into the surrounding tropical dry forest to spot monkeys, coatis, and dozens of bird species, and the ocean activities include everything from snorkeling to sport fishing. For families who want to splurge on a truly memorable trip and appreciate impeccable service, this is the top of the mountain in Costa Rica. Just be prepared for the price tag, because this level of luxury does not come cheap. For families looking for something more adventurous and closer to the jungle, the Nayara Tented Camp near Arenal Volcano is a completely different kind of experience. This adults-focused sister property sits within the broader Nayara Resort Complex, So while the tented camp itself is designed for adults, the neighboring Nayara Gardens and Nayara Springs create a family-friendly cluster that has become one of the most talked-about destinations in Costa Rica. The main Nayara Gardens property welcomes families with open arms and delivers a jungle experience that feels straight out of a nature documentary. Sloths hang from the trees near the walking paths, and toucans regularly show up at breakfast. Casitas at Nayara Gardens are individual bungalows with private outdoor showers, deep soaking tubs, and terraces that look directly into the rainforest. Families can book multiple adjoining casitas to spread out comfortably, and the design manages to feel both rustic and elevated at the same time. Dining across the property is diverse, including a wonderful Peruvian restaurant, an Italian trattoria, and casual poolside options that keep kids happy. The main pool is heated by natural volcanic springs, which adds a touch of magic on cooler rainforest evenings. Kids can join naturalist-led tour to spot wildlife, learn about the reforestation projects on the property, and even participate in the resort's ongoing conservation work. Adventure is the name of the game here, with Arenal Volcano rising dramatically in the background and world-class activities just outside the gates. Ziplines, hanging bridges, waterfall rappelling, and hot springs are all within a short drive, and the concierge team is exceptional at planning full itineraries for families with varied ages and energy levels. The spa is built into the jungle with open-air treatment rooms, and yoga classes happen on platforms surrounded by trees. What makes this resort truly special is its commitment to sustainability and wildlife, having planted thousands of trees to create a corridor for endangered sloths and monkeys. Families leave feeling like they had an adventure with purpose. Heading south toward Manuel Antonio, the Arenas del Mar beachfront and rainforest resort delivers one of the rarest combinations in Costa Rica, which is direct access to both a national park and two beautiful beaches. Owned by the same family behind several of the country's top ecolodges, this property has sustainability baked into its DNA while still offering the polished comforts families expect on vacation. The vibe is warm, personal, and unpretentious, with staff who seem to remember every guest's name by day 2. Wildlife literally wanders through the property, with capuchin monkeys and sloths making appearances almost daily. Rooms and suites are spread across the hillside, with many featuring ocean views, private terraces, and family-sized configurations that comfortably fit parents and kids. The larger suites include full living spaces, kitchenettes, and outdoor tubs that make longer stays feel truly comfortable. 2 on-site restaurants serve locally sourced Costa Rican cuisine with international touches, and the beachfront location means guests can wander down for lunch with their toes in the sand. 2 pools, one adults-oriented and one family-focused, give everyone their own space, which is a small detail parents deeply appreciate. Guided walks into nearby Manuel Antonio National Park are a highlight, offering close encounters with sloths, iguanas, and dozens of monkeys. What makes this place particularly appealing to families is the sense of immersion in nature without sacrificing comfort. The resort has electric golf carts that whisk guests up and down the steep hillside, which helps with strollers and tired little legs after a day of exploring. The beach club has kayaks and paddle boards, and the concierge can arrange everything from surfing lessons to catamaran trips and mangrove tour. It is not a huge resort, which means it feels intimate and never overrun, and the environmental credentials are among the best in the region. Families looking for a real Costa Rican experience without roughing it will find few better options. For a completely different flavor, the JW Marriott Guanacaste Resort and Spa offers big resort amenities on one of the largest pool complexes in Central America. Located on Mansita Beach along the Pacific, this property is designed with grand colonial style, featuring high ceilings, dramatic arches, and a lobby that opens straight to the ocean. The scale is impressive without feeling overwhelming, and the resort strikes a great balance between adult luxury and family convenience. It is a favorite for families with a mix of ages, from toddlers to teens, since there is genuinely something for everyone. Rooms are generously sized with plush bedding, oversized bathrooms, and balconies that overlook either the gardens or the ocean. Suites work well for families needing extra space, and the resort is well set up for connecting rooms. The dining lineup includes steakhouse fare, Latin-inspired seafood, casual poolside eats, and a lively lobby bar that becomes a social hub in the evenings. The pool complex sprawls across the property with meandering shapes, waterfalls, and shaded corners that give everyone a spot to claim. Beach access is right there, and the sand is soft and swimmable, which is not always guaranteed on the Pacific side. Kids clubs, teen programs, and family-friendly activities like poolside games and movie nights keep younger guests engaged, while parents can slip away to the spa or the fitness center overlooking the sea. Nearby attractions include the coastal town of Tamarindo, several excellent snorkeling beaches, and the wildlife-rich Palo Verde National Park. The resort also handles events and small conferences well, though families rarely notice since the meeting facilities are tucked away from the main guest areas. For families that want dependable Marriott service, a huge pool, and easy access to Guanacast's best beaches, this one delivers a consistently excellent experience. Making the move to a more boutique feel, Los Sunos Marriott Ocean and Golf Resort sits along the central Pacific coast near Herradura Bay and blends resort luxury with a residential marina vibe. The property is part of a larger community with a marina, championship golf course, and private neighborhoods, so guests have the run of a fully developed enclave. The Spanish colonial architecture with terracotta roofs and interior courtyards gives it a distinct character, and the atmosphere is polished but not stuffy. Families who love a base with lots to do without leaving the property often gravitate here. Rooms range from standard doubles to suites with plenty of space for kids, and many overlook the pool, the ocean, or the surrounding jungle-covered hills. The main pool features a sandy bottom entry that toddlers adore, along with water slides and swim-up bar options for parents. Dining includes several restaurants ranging from Italian to steakhouse to casual poolside cuisine, and the resort's central location means guests can also wander over to the Marina Village for additional options. The marina itself is a treat, lined with boats, shops, and restaurants that feel like a slice of coastal Mediterranean life. Sport fishing here is world-class, so families with older kids often book a boat for a half-day adventure. Beyond the pool and beach, the resort offers golf, tennis, a spa, and access to Carrera National Park just up the road, which is famous for scarlet macaws. San Jose and the International Airport are just about an hour and a half away, which makes this resort a favorite for shorter trips or long weekends. There are kids programs, family excursions, and enough evening entertainment to keep everyone happy after the sun goes down. For families who want a lively, activity-packed base with easy access to both nature and city amenities, Los Sunos hits a sweet spot. Shifting into serious eco-luxury territory, Lapa Rios Lodge on the remote Osa Peninsula offers something almost no other resort in Costa Rica can match, which is total immersion in one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. This is not a traditional family resort with pools and kids clubs, but for families with children old enough to appreciate adventure, it is transformative. The lodge sits within a private nature reserve surrounded by primary rainforest, and the sounds of monkeys, macaws, and rushing waterfalls form the soundtrack of every day. It attracts families who want their vacation to double as an education about the natural world. Bungalows are perched on stilts along the hillside, each with a private deck, outdoor shower, and sweeping views of the ocean and jungle. The design is intentionally simple and open-air, letting the environment take center stage, which means guests fall asleep to a symphony of forest sounds. There is one open-air restaurant serving family-style meals that celebrate local ingredients, often sourced from the lodge's own farm or nearby communities. There is a small swimming pool for cooling off, but the real activities happen in the surrounding reserve. Guided hikes lead to hidden waterfalls, tide pool exploration, and wildlife spotting sessions with expert naturalists. Kids of adventurous families can join a Young Explorers program that gets them tracking animals, learning about medicinal plants, and even helping with the lodge's sustainability projects. Surfing lessons, kayaking through mangroves, and boat tour in the Golfo Dulce are all easy to arrange. What makes Lapa Rios exceptional is its commitment to protecting the rainforest around it, which has been a model for ecotourism worldwide. Families who choose this lodge tend to be the kind that want their trip to mean something, and they leave with a deeper appreciation for the planet. It is not for everyone, but for the right family, it is unforgettable. Rounding out the list is the Andes Costa Rica resort at Peninsula Papagayo, which shares the same beautiful peninsula as the Four Seasons but brings a younger, more design-forward energy. This resort is by Hyatt and appeals to families who want luxury with a bit of a hip edge, with striking modern architecture inspired by native tribes and organic shapes. The lobby is a treat all on its own, with sweeping wooden beams that curve like the inside of a seed pod and an open layout that flows straight to the beach. It feels more casual than the neighboring Four Seasons but still delivers top-tier service and amenities. Rooms are contemporary and colorful, with private balconies overlooking the marina, the ocean, or the surrounding hillside. Suites work well for families and often feature large bathrooms with soaking tubs and separate living areas. The dining lineup is one of the resort's strengths, with several restaurants ranging from Costa Rican comfort food to Peruvian ceviche to a lively beachfront grill. There is a main pool, an infinity pool, and a family pool with fun water features, plus a beach club that borders one of the peninsula's calmest bays. Kids can join the excellent camp program while parents enjoy the spa, which is built into a natural ravine and features open-air treatment areas. The resort takes full advantage of its location with access to the same golf course, hiking trails, and marina as its more expensive neighbor. Boat trips, jungle tour, and cultural experiences with local communities are all arranged through the concierge. It also handles small events and destination weddings gracefully, though the family atmosphere never fades. For families that want the wow factor of the peninsula without quite the price tag of the Four Seasons, this resort is a smart and stylish alternative. Looking across these 8 properties, families really cannot go wrong, but a few stand out for different priorities. Couples traveling with grown kids or looking for pure romance mixed with family time will love the Four Seasons and the Andes for their design and polish, while adventure-loving families should look hard at Nayara Gardens, Arenas del Mar, and Lapa Rios for their genuine connection to the country's wild side. For classic all-inclusive ease with a beachfront setting, the Westin Reserva Conchal remains hard to beat, and families wanting big resort amenities will feel right at home at the JW Marriott or Los Sunos. Budgets, ages of the kids, and appetite for adventure will guide the final call, but any of these properties will deliver a trip worth remembering. Costa Rica really does have a way of turning even a simple family vacation into a story families retell for years. Safe travels, and here is to a trip where the biggest problem is deciding which pool to swim in first. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel content. Check the description for links and booking information for all hotels featured in this video. If none of these felt quite right, check out our other hotel top lists to find your perfect match.